Okay, hello, dear friends. Good afternoon, and such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful for afternoon. And I found my old tea drainer, and the teapot is broken. And I didn't throw this one away. I was thinking, gosh, it's a perfect product except the pot is broken, glass teapot. Maybe I can find a use of it. And no doubt I found the usage of it. So I will make some tea, and rooibos tea. I feel so not right that I got this tea when I was in Seattle. I had a meetup, the bestest meetup I can imagine in the whole wide world. I met these wonderful ladies, 4 wonderful ladies, and I got this very, very special gift. And it's a rooibos tea, perfect. I forgot to bring my, it should be good. I forgot to bring my spoon box. It's okay. Isn't it perfect? Makes me feel so happy that I found use of it. Good. And later on we will use this glass, double wall glass. The good thing about this one is that there is a ring. There is a ring, so it will not hurt the work surface, the table surface. And this one is double wall, will not hurt the table surface neither. And now let's take a look at the gift I got. And I was so touched. I was so touched. There are different design of it. Can you guess? I got my favorite one. I don't know, it's just this design. Look at it. It's just perfect. And open it up. This way you can open it up. And when you fix it in, nothing, you cannot pull it because it's vacuumed. You have to press to open it up, and it's completely sealed. And I have this little tea cup. Oh my gosh. It touched my heart. No, today I will use this little teacup to drink. Oh, you are so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, another thing. I got this little teeny tiny little gift. And because I do not do cosplay and things, I do not understand very much. But it is so cool. It brings me, and this is hand painted by, can you believe? Hand painted by this friend. Oh my gosh. Let me use my macro lens to take a look at it. Okay, shall we do that? We will use the macro lens to take a look. Let me find my macro lens. Not in a rush. Wow. Whoa. Okay, I will put it down. Okay, it's not easy to zoom. I will try as much as I can. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at her face. Can you believe the work? The lighting, I have hard time to do the lighting, but oh my. Have to use macro lens to paint it. Gosh. Okay. Anyway, so this is such a magnificent thing. Do not use macro lens and see if I can zoom in. Yeah, this way. Didn't use macro lens, just because macro lens is very, very difficult to zoom in. Anyway, so it's so special. It is so very special for me. And to see people full of life, full of character, and people who has a life, and just very inspiring. And the other day I met one of my colleague, and he said, "Oh, the other day I was searching for something, searching a shop or something, and just randomly search, and then I found your video is the first." Gosh, and then I got interested and looked at your video, and I was like the little student, and oh, teacher, I saw you in the supermarket, or teacher, I saw you in the parking lot. Every day I got students say this, and it feels so special. And he said, I felt so special, my colleague. And he said, you have a life. Yeah, it's a beside this, and you have a real life. And it is so funny and so interesting to hear this. And I have a second life. I have done this YouTube since almost 11 years, more than 11 years, and have something like 20,000 videos. And let's say 70% is junk, and still there are a few thousand videos that are not so junk. It's that I paid attention to make, and just interesting that to hear people, to hear colleagues say that. Yeah, we have a life. I have a life. Can you believe I have a life? Yeah. And okay, the tea is good. I will drink the tea. Look at the beautiful tea. And I would like to show you another tedious stuff, which is the cookie. And I am just so grateful and so happy to see my friends living such a wonderful life. I will put it into some special place. Wonderful. For here now. For now. Okay. So this time in Montreal, I bought this Delice. And this one, the shop is in Old Montreal, the shopping district. And how do I open it? I do not want to damage it, but seems, yeah, there is a sticker. And the interesting thing is that I went to that shop and it was cold. For me, it was cold at that time. And also, when I travel, I usually do not eat much. I don't know, my digestion system does not work very, very super duper well. And so I prefer not to eat too much so that my body is clean and it's so it was cold and I am hungry, so I have the best appetite. The best appetite in the world is nothing but hunger, right? We all know this. And I have that. I have the best appetite. So I went to this shop, and the people, it is warm, it is comfy, and just everything add up to be so good, so enjoyable. So I went inside, and they sell these things, and they sell. And I bought this because it's so pretty. Don't you agree? See, it's a set, and this is a amber color. Which one is amber color? Anyway, one is light color, one is darker color. I like the darker color. And they have two, so I bought these two. And it makes one complete leaf. Imagine if you have some flower from my backyard, when this one finished, put some flower, like a flower vase. It would be so pretty, right? So I bought this one. It's all this. This one is the back side. It's like this. Anyway, all good. Anyway, always good. And another thing, because I was hungry and I tested some cookie, they have dégustation, tu peux goûter. Et j'ai goûté celui-là, biscuit de sirop d'érable. Et c'était super. Un tout d'un goût, oh, comme j'ai jamais goûté quelque chose si merveilleux comme ça. Je pense parce que j'ai faim. Et quand on a faim, on mange tous superbe, n'est-ce pas? Toutes les choses sont bien améliorées avec la faim. This tea is so good. So we are going to try it and revive the memory of that moment and revive the sensation of that moment. And I was melting at that time. It was cold outside. Get into a warm room and talk with people who is nice and friendly. And I met actually a girl. She immigrated when she was 9 years old, immigrated to Canada. She speaks Chinese, English, and French, because she immigrated at 9 years old. So I was thinking her Chinese must be losing quite much. But no, she speaks perfect, fluent Chinese and my same language, and I feel very comfortable to talk in a so far away place and talk with the right intonation. And she is from a place which is in Beijing, a different district, which I know and just feel so good. So I bought it. Usually do not buy a souvenir gift from other places because it is heavy to carry around when I travel. I do not buy souvenir. I buy very, very limited souvenir. Almost, I used to buy souvenir when I first started my job as a businesswoman, import, export, sales manager or salesperson. So every city I went to, I buy some this and that. And I think as we get older, I want to live life simple, and I usually do not buy souvenir, but this one I bought because of that shop. And this pair of scissors has some problem. Let's try it. It was so good at that moment, at that shop. I hope I can revive that sensation. And in the shop, the degustation, usually a little piece, I will do the same thing, a little, ooh, look at it, little piece. We need to use our macro lens, don't we? Whoa. Look at it. Okay, my turn to eat it. Yeah, it's very, very good. But there is something missing. There is something missing that is so profound. It's because of the emotion. There is something missing. What it is? It is that coldness, that loneliness, that homesickness, and that vagabond. Not really vagabond. It's not pilgrim, just wandering around without a result, without a place to hold your feet, and just throw yourself into the sky, throw yourself into the world, and searching for something of unknown. That very special feeling, coupled with a little bit of hardship in traveling. Travel is about experiencing something that is not comfortable and make you appreciate more of this mundane and usual comfortness. And it's because of this this uncomfortableness. It's not the huge uncomfortable, but the more you make yourself uncomfortable, the more you enjoy the trip, I feel. Imagine if you go to an organized trip. I have never been. I was guessing. Maybe I was not right. You will not experience as much as you walk in the street and bump into a shop and experience and seeing something you do not know, and you need to search. You need to read the guide. You need to read the tourist guide. I mean the label on the street, or the description, or the history, histoire in the street, and you need to explore. And that exploration is so fascinating. It's much more fun and interesting and satisfying than following a guide and listen to the guide to talk. This building was built 500 years ago by by this and that, because they have whatever reason. But when you do not know, do not have any idea what it is, and finally figure out what it is, that is very, very, very fun. And this is so good. And the other day I had a friend and came here, and he said he got a gift from Canada, no matter a gift or something from Canada. And he said, gosh, this is sihudahab. It will take me 3,000 years to finish. And it's so full of sugar. How can I finish? And another thing, I have tried the maple syrup latte. Maple latte. I think they put a few drops of this maple syrup and just the normal latte, and put a few drops of this maple syrup, and it's so good also. At that moment, it is just good. Something works in one particular place may not work in another place. I'm just thinking, if we put this maple syrup and in the cold winter throw it on the ice and eat that, boil this maple syrup and throw it to the ice, and eat throw on the snow and eat that. We have done it. We actually, because a few years ago we were in Lake Tahoe and we wanted to do it. It's such a famous thing. So, and we throw it on the snow and we ate it. It was very good. It's it may not work in a tropical weather, which is already hot, already too hot, too sweet, and too sticky. Yeah, everything has a reason and has a particular emotion, sensation behind it. Oh, I'm so happy. Keep now with, and I have some other things. I will not finish them all. Some French cookie, biscuit, gâteau breton, palette breton, et plutôt galette de Normandie, and some other things I will show you, and Kusmi tea. We will do it another time. If we consume everything at one time, we cannot enjoy. And let's do it slowly and nicely and enjoy this moment. So I think I will make this video into a live chat or not really live. I will make it into a premiere, and so that we can exchange. Another thing I want to say is usually this kind of a premiere video, it takes, I try to make it 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, it might be too long. Around 30 minutes, it is a big enough window for anybody to join in. And you do not need to stay forever. You do not need to stay from beginning to the end. And if we have questions, if we have something burning from my heart, we want to exchange, go ahead, exchange. If not, do not waste your time. For me, it's very relaxing to type and to chat with you, and I can always learn something, and I enjoy it very much. And I was just thinking, we live our life to be enjoyed. If that makes me happy, I will go ahead do it. I'm already too old to suffer myself for tomorrow, for the future. No, this moment, this might be the last moment of my life. I need to enjoy it. Even if this is not the last moment, I live as if this is the last moment of my life. Every minute need to be enjoyed. Every moment need to be enjoyed. You want to do something and it is right. It is not damaging other people, and it is not interfere with other people's interest, and then go ahead, do it. So this is what I am thinking. I make this kind of video, and I chat, and I do my job, and I do not overdo my job, because I have a life, as we say. As said, if you cannot enjoy your life, your boss will not like you. You know the reason. You do not enjoy your life, you do not have a happy spirit, the right spirit, positive spirit, you cannot work well. Make sure that you are happy, you are full, and you have the right spirit, positive spirit, and the light heart, can take things and can take challenge with ease, with confidence, and with relaxation, and with nonchalant spirit. I can do it, I do it. If I cannot do it, it's okay. I do not need to sacrifice my life for my job, for something. I do not need to sacrifice my happiness for my job or for other things, because make sure you are the core of the universe. You are the most important in the universe. When you take care of you from the core of the universe, and you spread out the goodness, it will be much better than sacrificing yourself for the good of others. Do I make any sense? Not saying that we should be selfish and doing only for ourselves, but the condition is that you should treat yourself the same as other people. If you are this altruistic, super duper, mega ultra altruistic person, make sure you treat yourself the same respect as you treat others. And for those selfish, narcissist, and the self-centered person, make sure you treat other people same respect as you treat yourself. Just you are one of the many, and many is the same as you. And live life to the fullest. I mean fullest, not fullest. I love you. I really do. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye bye, friends.